Jordan, you had a tweet today pointing to Spags and Pierce, and I did one yesterday that said keep an eye on Spags because I know he's still very well liked in that
They're
building.
Gonna give him they're going to give him an interview. That's why I put it on there. That's a respect thing. I couldn't help myself. I'm sorry.
But if you're looking for the Giants to do this fresh, young, totally outside the box hire, they did it with Joe Judge and they did it with Brian Daboll. Those are two names that were not head coaches beforehand. Joe Judge was your real outside the box hire. He was a special teams coach in New England. I think this is a good segue to our next part of this, and I love where we're going. We're going to go one by one, but each one of you going to say a name. And if you had to draw up your dream list, and Jordan, I know you're not a fan, so let's just do it from your perspective of like who you'd like to see the Giants do it. And then Eli and Detro, you guys go from the fan perspective, who you want to see. We'll start with Detro, who I've known since the Ray Handley era of Giants football. If you could have anyone be the head coach of the New York Giants, who would it be?
This might surprise you, and I might take a little flack, but I'm bringing in Mike McCarthy. I want.
Wow!
I know. I want experience. I want a track record. I just mentioned the New England Patriots 5 minutes ago. They went experience, track record. They're going to win the division. They're off and rolling. What does Mike McCarthy do? He constantly wins 12 games everywhere we go. What's the knock on him? Oh, well, yeah, he won 12 games, and then they didn't get through the playoffs. What are we talking about here? We go 3-14 every year. I would kill for constantly winning 12 games and then rolling the dice in the playoffs. He's got the young quarterback that he can work with. He has a track record to do that. Even looking back at his Dallas days, as much as you want to say it, even when Dak would get hurt, they would still win games. Andy Dalton and Cooper Rush, they were still winning games. When the Giants lose their starting quarterback, the wheels just completely explode off, and they become the worst team in the league. If you're asking me my number one guy, give me the track record, experience, come in. He's a professional. He's run two of the biggest brands in the league, in the Packers and the Cowboys. So don't worry about the media getting all over him or anything to do with that. Just come in. Bring your guys in, go out and win games. If they come out next year and they go 12-5 and we lose in the divisional round of the playoffs, oh, well, we went 12-5 and went to the divisional round of the playoffs. It's been forever since we've even sniffed the playoffs. I understand the Daboll 1 year, but that Daboll first year, they won 9 games. They snuck in. It was a completely different style of winning. I want the guy that constantly wins games. If you're asking me my number one.
I love it. Eli, if you could have anybody be the head coach of the New York Giants, who are you picking?
Well, I do have a favorite, and I know you wanted to get from a fan's perspective. So if you don't mind, I'm going to give you just a quick 2, okay? So my favorite, Jeff Hafley, the D.C. coordinator down in Green Bay. Yes, rookie head coach, but that guy's within the top 10 in all statistical categories within the NFL right now, doing what he got to do. Not only that, man, Bergen County's finest. Oh, my God, yes. You already know that. All about that, Peter Schrager. You already know. All right. But also a Staten Island guy, Wagner College, man, grew to the ranks in the NFL. Why not give him the head coaching job? Leader of men. I think he'll turn his team around. And not only that, man, Boston College is the experience of head coaching experience that he has, which Tom Coughlin came from there as well. Yep. All right. So shout out to Tom Coughlin. All right. So why not give him a shot, man? He can actually lead some players over here. So, and the last time the Giants had a defensive coordinator run the team was Bill Parcells. So give him a shot here. Let's see what he can do. And I think he'll be successful here. Now, I think what fans really want here, though, really quickly. And
Who do the fans want?
The fans, I think they want, not a Mike McCarthy. Shout out to Mike McCarthy, which is 500 in the postseason. I don't want to see that. This is the reason why he gets fired here, all right?
In the postseason. We're the worst team in the league for 20
I tell you, just wants consistency. That's all he wants.
Here's the consistency they're looking for. Here's the consistency they're looking for, and it's also going to help Joe Shane if he survives this year. Bill Belichick. All right, Bill Belichick win-loss record of 266 or 121, postseason 31-13, 6-time Super Bowl champion. This is the consistency fans want to see. It's Bill in a soft spot for the Giants, by the way. I just want to let you know. But I think Bill Belichick's going to be
Eli, he's 73. He's 73.
You can talk me into that.
You see his
with a
girlfriend?
73-year-old. And Jordan Hudson's going to be walking around on the sideline, and the Mara family's going to be standing right there.
Do you see his girlfriend? He's keeping him young and vibrant. All right? Bill Belichick's the guy.
I can be talked into it if he makes legitimate assistant hires.
Yeah.
You know, if the guys he's hiring around him are legitimate guys and it's not his son and it's not, well, Bill's going to take over this position and that position like he was doing at the end of New England. If you tell me he's going to bring in his guys, I could be talked into it. He's not number one, but
He's not.
you can convince me.
Jordan, if Belichick comes in for an interview, do the Maras kiss the ring and do the whole thing? I know Arthur Blank did not in Atlanta, and I know Belichick was looking for that. Could you see a situation where Belichick is actually considered for the head coaching job?
I could see definitely some back channel conversations going on, and maybe it develops. And I just have a hard time. I get caught on the Jordan Hudson thing. That's just where I'm at right now. Can you imagine, like, he brings her on the sideline there, and she's like, pretending like she's a big shot on the Giants sideline? I don't know. I just have a hard time envisioning it at this point. I think it's probably best to not go in that direction. If I'm sitting here, you're saying, who's the right guy? Who would I like to see, who I think can rebuild the Giants? And I put this on my list. How about Marcus Freeman from Notre Dame? Here's why.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Let's
go.
Here's why. Exactly.
Hey.
I think, and you know who's really good at this, and I don't care if you're a Giant fan, you have to respect what they do and how they operate. The Philadelphia Eagles, when they hire coaches, don't go hire coaches for X's and O's. We keep getting caught in this stupidity. Everybody around the league, I don't get it. Like you said, it's a leader of men. It's not the best offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. Marcus Freeman, I met him. When he talks, you just want to listen. He's done an amazing job at Notre Dame, and a job, by the way, when he got there, that wasn't, we were like, okay, it wasn't quite looked at the same level. He's supposed to be a really good coach. They went in. I know everyone's going to say, I'm drawing a blank on the James Franklin. Yeah. Went in there at halftime. He completely outcoached him in the semifinals last year. I know people say, James Franklin can coach himself out of a bag, but Marcus Freeman is an impressive guy and an impressive coach. And I think a guy like that can definitely come in. He's young. I know it's a big risk. He doesn't have NFL coaching experience. He did play in the league. He was in the league for a minute. He's a defensive guy at heart, a linebacker. He's 39 years old. I know it's a little risky, but I like the idea. I'm a big risk taker. So, I just like the idea of him coming in and being an overarching leader. He has to bring in the right coordinators. He's got to come in with a really good plan for Jackson Dart and bring in the right guy. Hey, Davis Webb, you want to come over here? Maybe there's a guy. But you bring a nice plan like that, I could buy that. Or you know what? Even Mike Kafka. You want to keep Mike Kafka as an offensive coordinator? If he worked with Jackson Dart, he was in charge of Mahomes' development that first year when Mahomes was a rookie. Like, that was basically his job that year. That's all he pretty much did. Like, I'm all right with something like that. Marcus Freeman. I think it would be a good move.